Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina on Lake Taneycomo. Going to do one cast today. It is Wednesday the 14th of April. They're running 2 units on Lake Taneycomo. And we're going to do some drift fishing. Going to be drifting night crawlers. One of my favorite things to do. Got a little rain last night, about a 1/4 inch. It rained actually from here south. I don't think it affected the lakes any. I'm actually using 2-pound line. I'm going to put that on silent. Number 8 hook and a small split shot, kind of like what I do with minnows. Differ from a lot of people use the drift rigs. I don't normally use those unless I've got a lot of people out and I have to change stuff real quick. I don't really care how quick I am today. I am going to show you, excuse me Jack, how I got the worm hooked. See, I've got it hooked just one time in the center, hanging off the hook. Throw it out about 40 feet or so. That'll get to the bottom and we are drifting. Got a lot of boats out today. I have not heard anything about, except Dwayne had a trip, went up in Rourke Creek and caught a lot of fish on a sculpin and ginger jig, 32nd ounce. 16th ounce would work. That's about it. Saw David Welch out. Saw a couple other guides out this afternoon. Was tempted to go out on Table Rock and do some bass fishing this afternoon, but had too many things going on. I think they're going to run this. They might slow the water down or shut it off by this weekend. Kind of have to see what that rain did down on Beaver. They got a little bit more rain than we did. If they were running a little bit more water, I'd be running this motor all the time, kind of as a trolling motor. But we tell people that rent our boats to keep it running just for safety's sake if you're drifting. Uh-oh. It's one thing fun about drift fishing. You tend to lose a lot of stuff. And I lost everything. So I've got another rod that's ready to go. I'll just get the other half of that worm. Same exact rig. I'm gonna back up just a little bit. What do you think? I like to feel it hitting the bottom a little bit, and I haven't felt anything yet. I got the bottom now. I always say night crawler's gonna catch a bigger fish. Night crawler or minnow compared to power bait. Let's see if I can prove my theory correct. Forgot my hat. Sun's coming out. Drifting by my dock now. The boat's only about 6 feet from the piers, so I'm pretty close. There isn't anyone fishing off my dock. These life jackets really pull at my hair. I'm gonna move out. Actually gonna go out about where my buoys are. You don't have to use 2-pound line. It's just the rods that I have 4-pound on are up in my boat. Still on the trailer from yesterday. Because I still would like to go to Table Rock sometime. The 4-pound is fine, probably preferable in drift fishing. My neighbor is doing some work on his dock. It sounds like he's grinding some metal. Yeah. Oops. Sorry about that. I thought I was going to hit my buoy. I'm clear. I might need a little bit more weight. I know the worm is a lot more buoyant than most things, so maybe that's keeping the weight from hitting the bottom. It should be down there real close. I just like to feel it. I like to feel them up and bottom. Well, Jackson, not even a bite on a night crawler? Two snags. And I lost everything again. Just so happens. I brought an extra hook and an extra weight. I just tie a simple Berkeley's knot. When I tie a knot, I only go through the loop once. And I put the split shot about 18 inches, 20 inches above the weight. And yes, I use my teeth when I don't have pliers. I think I've shared this before, but you can, little trick. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get this buoy. A little trick with the night crawlers, you can wash your night crawlers before you go out. We just, in the cleaning sink there, we just dump all the dirt and the worms out. We wash the worms and put the worms back in the container and wash and throw all the dirt away. Then you got clean hands when you're fishing. Our guides actually do that. You know, they'll do 6 or 7 dozen worms on a trip, so it's real handy for them to wash all those worms before he gets out in his boat. Then he doesn't have it on his hands, he doesn't have it in his boat. I'm gonna drift down to Mom's, which isn't very far. Jack lost his eye when he was about 1.5 years, because I got a feeling somebody's going to ask. We had a snow. Of course, it was his first snow, and he was out rummaging around, kind of digging his face down in the snow. And he came up with gunk in both eyes. And so we got him some medicine. One of them cleared up, the other one didn't. And we kept going back to the vet. Nothing helped. He ended up having a fungal infection in that eye and had to be removed. But dogs don't think like us. He doesn't even know it's gone. But he does run into things. And he always wants me on his right side, don't you? Jack will be 10 in August. You know, I've done a lot better on minnows. At least I get some bites. I'm going to slow the boat down. I would do this with my trolling motor normally. So I'll get a really good bump. And that's just for my peace of mind. Because I always like it bumping the bottom. I feel like that's the only time I'll get a bite. big wake. Not too bad. Well, I'm by Mom's. You know, this is nice, it's peaceful, and a lot of people love doing this, and I can see why. It's very relaxing, except when you get snagged up. And you normally catch a lot of fish, or catch fish. I prefer to do something, cast, retrieve. That's why we like throwing jigs so much. That's why we don't do this very often. I can't get Blake to do it. But we usually catch fish, or we usually get, on the night crawlers, we usually get a bunch of bites, and I usually miss them all. But nothing today at all. Here's my minnow spot right here by the pump house. You know, the Eddy that's right here. We pulled in here and fished a minnow. Let me pull in here and see if I can catch one on a night crawler. I'm actually gonna kind of back in here and throw back here in this eddy. I should get a bite in here at least. I really did think about bringing a minnow, but night crawlers usually do really good. I've actually never tried this, so. Jack, it ain't working. Oh, I got a bite. I got a bite. Get the boat out here. Stop it. Oh, I got a fish. And it's a little one. And he swallowed it. Oh well. Well, I can demonstrate how to release a fish that swallows a hook. You break the line and you let him go. That hook will dissipate over time, and it's a lot better than pulling it out of his mouth. Don't touch the fish. break the line, put him back in. Okay. It's pretty shallow here. I'm glad I didn't rent a prop. Thanks for watching. Didn't catch nothing drifting, but I caught one in this eddy. See you tomorrow. Thanks.